Hi there, welcome back to my channel, Confidence Uncut. Well, today we are going to be speaking on a subject that I have no experience on. But first things first, if this is your first time on here, please subscribe, turn on your notifications so you're the first to know the contents that I upload. And today we're going to be speaking on a subject that I have no experience in. And to help me with the topic is unfortunate that she's going through that now, and I wish it would have been better. But let me introduce her anyway, and she is my sweetheart, my darling, Cecilia.
Hi.
Now, divorce.
Yes.
Today the topic is divorce.
Yeah.
It's such a hard topic that I wish people spoke often about. I wish people speak a little bit more about it, and it's just unfortunate you're going through it, and I'm so glad you agreed to come on here to give us your experience, because I guess every experience is different, every situation is different. So give us a little bit of a background of your relationship.
Right, so it's a childhood thing. We've been together for almost 20-something odd years.
Okay, so when you met him, how old were you?
16 going on 17.
Oh my goodness, wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow. How do you go? Oh wow. So how do you go from...
Yeah, so we've literally grown up with each other, and that's probably what it is as well. There's a transition where, they always say the woman grows up earlier. Yes. Well, definitely, you grow up together. I think the women always mature a little bit more than the men as well. So we had to go through all of that. And I just, it gets to a point where, maybe communication, definitely trying to understand each other a little bit more breaks down. And a lot of stuff that maybe it might not just, maybe when I was younger, it was fine. But now as a woman, you're like, no, bruh.
No, that's not happening.
Yeah.
Do you have kids?
We do.
How many?
We have 2.
How old?
13-year-old girl and a 10-year-old boy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay. So I want to know who was like, I want to walk out? Who initiated the whole
at
divorce?
Different points, we both had that, I'm out, peace. And, at different points. But I think we've come to and it's nice when you both come to an agreement that, what, I think maybe it's best better if we can just, but at the end of the day, we're going to see each other for the next God knows how many years, because there's kids. So definitely it's nice to leave it on a nice note. I would say, mine is in between. It's not so nice, not so great, not so, but you have to do it because of the kids.
Well, talking about the kids, with my family setting, even though we're together, and you know us, I don't think we can be any together than we are. Our kids, I find that Troy tries and get away with murder. And, it's like... and most of the time it's more like, okay, let me play Papa, let me play Mommy. Okay, today I'm going to, if I ask Mommy and Troy does this a lot. Oh, if I ask Mommy for shoes, and she doesn't want to buy it, it's better to just ask Dad. Dad is going to buy it, or Dad is going to call Mommy, and then they get...
I think it's the same. It happens is the same way. I think my daughter the other day, she got her dad to put some money on her card, and then I was like, oh, where did you get that money from? And she's like, oh, I got Daddy to send it.
Don't you think how best are you managing that situation?
I think even if we're in the same house, it's gonna happen anyway. Children always know how to go around to get their own way. So it's gonna happen anyway. It's just a matter of managing it.
I am very shocked, Cecilia.
I'm
so shocked. I am so shocked.
Plates.
The plate is over there. Okay. Oh, you want some sushi?
I want
rather.
the whole thing.
You want? She wants the whole thing.
Please, guys, when you go to somebody's house and they offer you food, eat it. It's just rude not to. And I'm using a fork because I don't quite know how to do this whole chopsticks thing.
Well, I'll have to bring it and I'll teach you how to do it.
All right, well,
yeah.
But, and if you can't do something when you go to somebody's house, just say, come and stress I can't kill myself now.
Cecilia, here's some chili.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, here's some chili there.
Well, I'll just get it with my fork. Right.
Okay,
Yeah.
back to it. Back to it.
Yes. So, definitely, and what I want to say is, I mean, I'm dressed up, I've got my makeup on, nothing, it looks like nothing's wrong.
But emotionally,
do that.
Deep down, you must be going through hell because
and you do go through those
is the
days.
love. This is the love of your life.
Yeah.
So that no longer the love of your life, but was the love of your life. Yeah.
And it's probably he probably always will be because we've shared so much together.
Yeah.
Ladies, don't be afraid to just have those good days
and have the
bad days. I think those are very important.
Talking.
Yeah.
Do you have someone you talk to?
Obviously family. Yeah. Everybody knows what's going on. So families talk to you. I talk to you quite a lot. And I think my friends around me and everything, you talk, and sometimes I'm that kind of person that I like to hear what the other person's opinion is. I think it's important to hear somebody's opinion. Do you think I'm being too rough? Do you think it makes you sometimes obviously you don't have to go with everybody's decision. You make your own
at least
decision,
you have different opinions, and then you pick the one that works for you.
Because sometimes you can be being really out of control. You might not realize it, but somebody else might pick it up and say, you know what, I think you're being like this. Maybe you need to chill out.
Okay, I know we've touched upon it a little, but how difficult is the process? So tell us about the process. How do you go through it? So so you've agreed you're going to go your separate ways. Then what happens?
Then you can either you don't necessarily always have to involve a lawyer or a solicitor or something like that. What you can do is you just pretty much go on the net, depending on where you got married.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't know for other countries, but we got married in the UK.
Okay.
So you can go online, you can download some forms, print them out. You need 3 copies. I've just done this, so let me tell you very well. You need 3 copies, and you just need to fill out the form. It's very easy. It's not like brain science or anything.
But
pretty much.
what is the form called?
Divorce forms.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you just go online. You can actually even fill it out online if you want. But I want to feel paper because everything's online these days. I'm an old school. I need to feel paper. So I printed it out, I filled it in, all 3 copies, and then you send it off to, there is a divorce court, so basically a divorce court. You can Google that up. It pretty much comes with whatever area you are in. So if you're in West, South, East, North is a different.
Yeah, I guess every country has their own
of procedures. Then they call you back another, maybe in a couple of weeks. Actually, what happened was, they sent my paper back like twice. I was like, oh no, you devil, I cannot allow this one. If you make a mistake, they'll send it back.
Okay.
They won't correct it for you. So you actually have to send it with your marriage certificate. So if anything on your marriage certificate is not on the forms, they'll send it back.
Okay.
So they send it back a few times. So 3rd time lucky.
Is that not a sign that you shouldn't be divorcing?
3rd time is the charm.
3rd time is what?
3rd time is the charm.
Cecilia is bonkers, guys. We're talking about, for me, this is really, I think it's if I think about, there are things that I'm scared of. Going to jail and being divorced. These 2 things.
Yeah.
These 2.
I need, and it's about strength, pulling strength from within yourself. I know I'm being very happy about it, but as I said, that's what I'm saying, that there's certain times where you have to allow yourself to go through the emotions. Yeah. There's so many emotions. You go through anger, first of all. How dare he? Who does he feel? Look how,
everything's coming out.
Let yourself go through those emotions. Whilst you're doing that, please try not to involve the children.
kids.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
because you tend to vent out on the kids, like, you look like your father, and all of that kind of stuff. Try and avoid those kind of things. And I think my mum went through a divorce.
Okay.
So I kind of like mirror. Did your mum?
My parents, I think, well, not I think, my dad and mom didn't get legally, what we call legally married in
white
the
wedding,
West.
but they did a traditional.
Yes, they did a traditional, and I don't remember, actually, they only separated. I don't remember anything like divorce or...
And it's literally, I mean, the word is very scary.
Yeah.
First of all, divorce. And I was like, gosh, I'm like 30-something. I'm not telling you my age. I'm like 30-something.
I'll tell you guys, don't worry. I'll tell you.
I've got, it is quite daunting. And you think, oh, this is the time when other friends maybe, and if you look at, other friends are probably just now getting married and you've literally maybe gone through the whole thing.
Had the kids, have everything.
Yeah. So all those things are gonna play a part, and you go through that unconfident side of it. Go through that whole am I not good enough side of it, all of that. It is not your fault, whatever it is. It's always, there's two people in it.
Okay.
And, there's always one person
There's something went wrong. Something went wrong.
And
that's why you're not together.
Everybody needs to take responsibility for their side of it. And that's how you get through it. You really have to pull through and pull that strength. And
so how long do you wait for it to be final? So what is the final stage?
The final stage is after, you've sent your papers, you've made payments, because you have to actually
you have to pay. Okay.
Yes, you didn't take payments when you were getting married, but you're going to take payments now. Just like, and it's, so it's actually £550.
That's a lot.
Yes, for the for the process.
Not to, dig too much.
Yeah.
How did you share properties?
So I'm just being like, whatever you want. I mean, if you give it to me, give it to me. If you don't,
maybe that's why it's actually quite fast.
Yeah.
But then when there's a lot of
when you're
possessions, I think that would be more difficult to.
Yeah, if you're gonna fight for all of those kind of things, you're gonna fight. If there's gonna be also infidelity involved and all of that kind of stuff, it's gonna be a longer process.
You just wanted to.
Slave.
Yeah. Okay. So my other question would be, so how long would you get your divorce papers? Like,
I believe it's a few weeks. Once you've made payment, it's a
and
few
everything
weeks.
is correct.
And everything's correct, and it goes through the process. So far, so good. I'm at that stage now.
Oh, so you haven't gotten the whole.
I haven't gotten to the stage where it's final.
Okay.
And so but it's going through.
It's going through. Let's speak about the emotions that it brings on. So, what are the emotions? And let's answer that first. Like, what are the emotions? Talk us through it.
It's sad. Yeah, because it's the end of something.
Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
All right. Cheers.
Yeah.
Let's drink.
Yes. So it's the end of something, and but I look at the happy side
of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're moving on.
I would think that I would be just thinking about losing something and oh gosh, there we go again. Last week it was me. You were laughing at me.
I know, right?
Weren't you? You were laughing at me.
Yeah.
Don't ruin the makeup, girl.
I know. This is a Renee beat. You don't want to be
on the beat.
Renee on the beat. Yeah.
Oh wow. I don't even know what's. I think we're just gonna go. It's emotional.
Yeah.
And it's from the conversations that I've had with you, there are times that I felt that you were feeling you were not good enough.
Yeah.
And there were
Yeah.
times that is coming through the conversations that we had. Oh, I'm not good enough. Well, why does he want to leave what did I do wrong?
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
You know, it's difficult.
It is, and that's why I keep on saying is really about strength and going through. You know, I think I have a page called CC Revenge page. I went through the whole working out page. Then you go through a whole I can't be bothered. Eating, eating. Right now, I think I'm going through the eating stage.
I think so.
I don't like my food.
You just eat and eat. No,
well, that's what I'm saying. It really, really goes through it. And
what would be your advice to anyone that is thinking about divorcing?
Yeah.
Going through the process
Yeah.
and how to handle the emotional baggage that it leaves you with?
I mean, I'm not going to say it's not difficult. It is difficult. And, you know, from African parents as well. I remember one of my mom's first comments were like, hey, you know, you don't want to, I'm not going to speak it in Tree because she said it in Tree.
Say it in Tree, come on.
Hey, you know, like,
oh,
she's fancy.
Yeah, so who's going to marry you again?
Yeah.
So it's more like,
it's
you
that
know,
fear as well. And I know a lot of women go through this, especially maybe on the Western side, you know, in Africa in general. And maybe even in UK, you know, you kind of like, oh my God, who's going to marry? Like,
yeah, who's going to take me on again?
Yes.
I'm a damaged goods.
Exactly. I've got kids, you know, now there's another man wants to now come in. But you know, God being so good, he done preserved it all. Yes. You know, so if you don't like what you see,
Cecilia. So I guess that's the best way to handle it.
Yeah.
Toughen it up.
But then make your decision.
And don't be afraid to be weak.
Yeah, I mean,
have your weak moments. You know, it's all healthy.
It's all healthy. I mean, gosh, I don't know why I've spoken to you about this so many times.
Yeah.
You know, just go through your emotion. Just go through it. It takes a while. I mean, you have to be separated for 2 years.
Or before you can
even apply for a divorce anyway. So you have that time to go through it. And it's a roller coaster because you separate, then you get back, then you separate, then you're like, no, that's it. So you even go through all of that. And then, you know, sometimes you finally just be like, you know what, no. Or so it really depends. It's very, very individual. You know, it really depends on what the situation is like. And, you know, when you finally do it, just...
You know what we're going to do? Yeah. When you get when it's finalized, like when it's signed and gone off, we're going to have a divorce party. Yeah?
Yeah.
We're going to have a divorce party, right?
Invite all the single men.
Dating, yes. Actually, let me just... So you're divorcing.
Yeah.
At what point did you think that it was okay to start dating?
I mean, sometimes
during the separation time.
Sometimes
that 2
some
years
people.
Or no?
Well, the thing is, you're forgetting. Sometimes the reason why you're divorcing is maybe because the other person is already in a relationship
with someone. So, well, I'm talking about you. I think. What time would you think? What time would you think it's
okay?
It's better that you're by yourself. You don't jump. So how long do you think you would give?
For me,
you would give for you. Yeah, you would give yourself.
It was about I think it was close to 2 years.
So for 2 years you were by yourself trying to sort out you know, what is your next move before you started dating. So you would say allow yourself time.
Yeah, give yourself some time. You know, even if you know you have somebody or whatever, I think you just give yourself time to just be on your own, be with your kids. Also, there's a lot of hurt in that time as well. It's not fair to go into another relationship with all of that hurts from the first relationship, and you need to start trusting again. Gaining, you know, trusting is like such a difficult subject, you know, and that's when, you know, from leaving one relationship where trust was an issue and going into another one, you don't want to carry your belongings to their relationship, you know. So you have to definitely feel comfortable about trusting somebody else. Yeah.
So, do you still believe in love?
Oh, yeah. I'm a Libra. You know, Libras are.
You still
yeah,
believe love.
I am okay. Now this is the thing. This is the thing. You have to love now with purpose. Right? You have to love with purpose.
So there's nothing more like
Yeah.
You know, love. No, now you put your mind.
Yes, you put your mind to it. You know, at first it was teenage love, so it was la 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 la, and you know, and you know, if you forgive when things go wrong, you forgive.
But now there's measure.
Now you have that experience. Now and also you have to also set a tone to how you want somebody to treat you.
Yeah.
So now you're
more aware of what you should. And in your situation, you were quite young, so you didn't even know who you were.
Exactly.
Now you know who you are. You go like, okay, I don't like a guy that's going to keep the toilet seat up, or was it up? I don't need I can't deal with that.
Yep.
Okay. I want
taking off your shoes at the door.
I want
the same way you took it off is the same way you've left it there.
Exactly.
And
things like that.
You know.
I want you to kiss me in the morning before you go.
Yes.
So
now you can now have the choice to now say this is what I want. I mean, those are little things, but also they're very important because you're gonna spend the rest of your life with this person. If it pisses you off now, believe me, it's gonna drive you in 2 years into the relationship, 100 years into the relationship. You're gonna be like, I hate when he does this.
You know what? Me and Cecilia, we can sit here and just yabby. But we have to cut it somewhere. So you think there's still room for you to love.
Yes.
And she's single, guys. You know, any taker? Look at that. Any taker? Not that I'm pushing her off. Oh no. She's not desperate. No, she's not desperate at all. But it's just
you have to bring your credentials, and it better be right.
So, what are the credentials now?
Oh my gosh, no, I don't want to say.
Okay.
I don't want to say because it's you know when I see it, I see it.
Oh, it's a pleasure talking to you all the time, my darling.
Pleasure.
Thank you so much for coming. And thanks a lot for watching. And if you haven't subscribed, you know what to do. And turn on your notification. This is Confidence Uncut. Have a wonderful day or night, depending on when you're watching. And stay blessed and beautiful. Bye.